This is the Baseball Observer. The league is on the air. Action Baseball League. It's Saturday, July 18th, 1981. National Baseball Conference Showcase Game. The Phoenix Firebirds host the San Francisco Warriors. From Phoenix ground, home of the 1981 All-Star Game, the Phoenix Firebirds host the San Francisco Warriors. Now for the starting lineups. First, for the visiting San Francisco Warriors. Batting first, playing left field, Bernardo Valenzuela. Batting second, the designated hitter, Ron Hutchinson. Batting third, playing shortstop, Miguel Collado. Batting cleanup, the first baseman, Victor Quintero. Batting fifth, playing third base, Dave Barajas. Batting sixth, second baseman, Chad Everett. Batting seventh, playing left field, playing right field, Adon Reed Jr. Batting eighth, playing center field, Leo Diaz. Batting ninth, the catcher, Jose Garcia. And the starting pitcher for the San Francisco Warriors, the left-hander, Kyle Chambers. In 19 games, his record is 6-10, with a 5.05 ERA, a 1.44 WHIP, 5.8 strikeouts per nine, and 3.1 walks per nine. He's 30 years old. Versus Phoenix, he's 0-3 with an ERA of 6.33. Now the starting lineup for the home-standing Phoenix Firebirds. Batting first, the designated hitter, Nick Perez. Batting second, playing second base, Garish Duckman. Batting third, playing first base, John Laughlin. Batting cleanup, playing right field, Jose Angel. Batting fifth, the catcher, the All-Star, Junichi Nakamura. Batting sixth, the shortstop, Vinny Herrera. Batting seventh, playing third base, Frank Green. Batting eighth, playing center field, Josh Harrison. Batting ninth, playing left field, Alex Reyna. And the starting pitcher for the Phoenix Firebirds, the left-hander, David Wells. In 14 games, his record is 1-0, with an ERA of 2.06, a WHIP of 1.27. His strikeouts per nine is 5.3. His walks per nine is 3.4. He's 32 years old. He has no record versus San Francisco. 23,000 fans in the stands, partly cloudy, 91 degrees, wind blowing in from right at 5 miles per hour. The Phoenix Firebirds have a record of 47-44. They trail San Francisco by 2 games. They are in second place in the NBC West. They are third place in the wild card. Their home record is 24-23. The San Francisco Warriors have a record of 49-42. They lead the NBC West. Their road record is 21-19. Let's play ball. Good evening, baseball fans. Welcome to Phoenix Grounds. Tonight, it's Phoenix versus San Francisco. The first place Warriors sit 49-42. The second place Firebirds 47-44. Phoenix is 8-5 versus San Francisco this year. Partly cloudy skies, but no precipitation is expected tonight. The wind blowing in from right. First pitch is coming up. Pitching for the Firebirds is David Well. He is 1-0 with a 2.06 ERA. Quality start 1-1 inning started. And that's a strike 3 called on a full count pitch. And the first batter is out, and we're underway. Let's look at the defense for the homestanding Phoenix Firebirds. They won 107 games last year. In left field, we have Alex Reyna. In center field, Josh Harrison. And Jose Angel in right field. Frank Green at third base, the Gold Glover. Vinny Herrera at shortstop. Gary Shuckman at second base. And John Laughlin at first. The battery, All-Star Bunichi Nakamura behind the plate. And on the mound, left-hander David Wells. David has 3 pitches. A 60-rated curveball, a 55-rated changeup, and a 35-rated fastball. He has good stamina. He holds on runners better than average. His personality? David horses around too much. He's very popular nationally, good morale. 8th-year player, he is 32 years old. Ron Hutchison will step to the plate for the Warriors. The designated hitter is hitting .216 on the year, 4 homers, 15 runs batted in. Here's the first pitch to him. That's hit in the air, and that's a base hit, center field. 1 out base hit for Hutchison. Man on, 1 out. Left-hand hitter Miguel Collado will step to the plate. He's the number 3 hitter, the All-Star. He's hitting .324 on the year. 9 homers, 59 runs batted in. His personality is he's well regarded by the public. Extremely popular nationally. Last year's Rookie of the Year. Nicknamed Pollado. Lefty versus lefty. Top of the first inning. San Francisco at Phoenix. Here's the pitch. That ball gets away. The runner will take second base. It's a wild pitch. Ron Hutchison at second base, 1 out. The count is 1-0 to Miguel Collado. Here's the full count pitch. Man on second with 1 out. And that's low, ball 4. And with first base open, they walk him. 2 men on, 1 out. And here's the right-hand hitting Victor Conietero, the cleanup hitter. He's hitting .282 on the year, 18 home runs, 65 runs batted in. He won the home run derby, and he is an all-star. Few players enjoy the game more than Frosty Bill Quintero. Extremely popular, 7th-year player, 30 years old. Here's the pitch, 2 on, 1 out. Lefty versus the right-hand hitter. 2-0 pitch. That's on the ground to the third baseman. Hits slowly. He picks it up and throws the first and gets the out at first base. That's the second out. And the runners advance. Hutchison to third base. Collado at second base. First base now open. 2 out. The batter, right-hand hitting Dave Barajas. He's the number 5 hitter. The third baseman is hitting .330 on the year. 5 home runs, 21 runs batted in. Here's the no ball, 1 strike pitch. And that hits him. So he'll take his base, and that will load him up. Bases loaded, 2 out, top of the first inning. We're just underway. And the batter is right-hand hitting Chad Everett. Everett's hitting .214, 6 home runs, 31 runs batted in. He's stolen 8 bases. Bases loaded, Top of the first inning. Lefty versus the right-hand hitter. 1 ball, 1 strike. The delivery. That's hit sharply into the center field. That's the base hit. 1 run is in. A second man is hit it home. There's a throw home, and he's safe. No, he is out at home. Fine throw by the center fielder. 1 run does score, however, and San Francisco takes a 1-0 lead. So there's the base hit. And here's the play at the plate. And he's called out. So 1 run scores. And we move to the bottom of the first inning. Let's look at the the visitors, the San Francisco Warriors, defensively. In left field, we have Bernardo Valenzuela. Leo Diaz in center field. And Adon Reed Jr. over in right. Chad Everett at third base. Miguel Collado at short. Look at that potential. Zach Adams at second base. And Victor Quintero at first. The battery, Jose Garcia behind the plate. And on the mound, left-hander Kyle Chambers. Kyle has 4 pitches, 65 rated changeup is his best pitch, 60 rated curveball, 40 rated slider, and a 30 rated sinker. Tremendous stamina, and he holds on runners tremendously well. His personality, he is a max effort guy. Well known nationally, good morale. 6th-year player, he's 30 years old. He's facing Nick Perez, the leadoff hitter for the Phoenix Firebirds. Nick is hitting .261, 3 home runs, 27 runs batted in, 27 bases stolen. Lefty versus righty, 3 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. And that misses, ball 4, and he'll take his base. The leadoff man receives a base on balls. Nick Perez at first base, great speed aboard. Be careful there. Right-hand hitting Gary Shuckman will take the plate. He's the number 2 hitter, and the second baseman's hitting .291, 2 home runs, 38 runs batted in, 8 stolen bases for him. Lefty versus righty. Here's the 0-1. And that gets away, and he'll take second easily. A second wild pitch at the game. And there's a man on second with nobody out. Great speed in Nick Perez at second base. Shuckman will step back in. The 2-2 pitch. That's hit sharply in the air. That's carrying, and that will leave the yard. 2-run shot for Gary Shuckman. And Phoenix takes the 2-1 lead. He got all of that one. Let's take a look at the tail of the tape. 382 feet. Hit that to left field, left center. 100 miles an hour off the bat, 26-degree launch angle. He turned around a 77-mile-an-hour changeup from Kyle Chambers. Gary Shuckman, good old number 8, will touch them all. For the Phoenix Firebirds. Here's John Laughlin, right-hand hitter. The number 3 hitter, the first baseman's hitting .237 on the year, 9 homers, 39 runs batted in. Nobody on, nobody out. Phoenix leads 2-1, I'm sorry. Here's the 3-0 pitch. And that misses, ball 4. And he gives his second base on balls. Laughlin is not a threat to steal. Right-hand hitting Jose Angel will step to the plate. He's the cleanup hitter. Right fielder's hitting .224, 6 homers, 21 runs batted in. The 2-2 pitch to him. He swings and misses, strike 3, and that's the first out. 2 runs in for Phoenix here in the bottom of the first inning. It's 2-1 Phoenix. Laughlin at first base. The batter is the all-star right-hand hitting Bunichi Nakamura. The catcher, he's hitting 199 on the year. 5 home runs, 22 runs batted in. Lefty versus righty. Here's the full count pitch. And that's low, but it's called a strike 3. And that's the second out. Looked low to me. Right-hand hitter Vinny Herrera will step up. He's the number 6 hitter. And still at first, 2 out now. Herrera's hitting .230 on the year. 3 homers, 26 runs batted in. Lefty versus righty. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the delivery. That's hit in the air, and that's a base hit to left field. That's going to get all the way to the corner. That's extra bases. There'll be a man at third. He's going to hit home, and he's going to make it. Boldness alone, because they do not make a play on it. And that will give Phoenix a 3rd run. So the Herrera double scores 1, and it's 3-1 Phoenix. Here's Frank Green, right-hand hitter, number 7 hitter. The third baseman's hitting .229, 7 homers, 32 runs batted in. Lefty versus righty. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch. That's on the ground. The third baseman has it. He'll throw to first in time, and that should retire the side. 3 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. The Firebirds now in front of San Francisco 3-1. They hit to the top of the second inning. For San Francisco, it'll be the 7, 8, and 9 hitters. Reed Jr., Diaz, and Garcia due up. Lefty versus lefty, as Adon Reed Jr. will take the plate. He is hitting .225 on the year. 4 home runs, 12 runs batted in. Here's the pitch from Wells. That's on the ground to the shortstop. Scoops it up and throws the first in time routine. 1 away. Here's the left-hand hitting Leo Diaz, the number 8 hitter. Center fielder is hitting .266, 4 homers, 26 runs batted in. 14 stolen bases for Diaz. Lefty versus lefty. First pitch to him. And that hits him. And he'll take his base. 1 out. Man on first. And here's right-hand hitting Jose Garcia. The number 9 hitter's got a snowflake by his name. He's cold of late, hitting .135. 1 home run, 10 runs batted in. 19 hits and 141 at-bats. Lefty versus the right-hand hitter. Man on first, 1 out. Full count. And that misses, ball 4. He'll take first. 2 men on now, 1 out. Here's the right-hand hitting Bernardo Valenzuela, the leadoff man. He's 0 for 1. Diaz at second, Garcia at first. The Warriors trail by 2 here in the top of the second inning. It's 3-1 Phoenix. The 1-1 pitch. That's in the air, center field. He's racing back, and he won't get it. It bounces at the base of the wall. 1 run is in. A man rounding third and hit it home. As the throw goes to the cutoff man, he will score. There's a play at third, and he's out at third base. And that ties the score. 2 runs are in, and the score is tied 3-3. The double by Valenzuela. So he is out at third. So there's 2 out, 2 runs in, and the score is tied. The batter, number 2 hitter Ron Hutchinson, hitting .225, 4 homers, 15 runs batted in. He's 1 for 1 today. Lefty versus righty. Full count. Here's the pitch. That's hit in the air, and that's a base hit to the center fielder. And he has to really get there. He's headed for second, and he's going to take boldly second, and he is in there for a double. Center fielder a little nonchalant with that one, and he was going all the way. Great speed by Ron Hutchinson for San Francisco. He's at second base with 2 out. And here's the left-hand hitting Miguel Collado. He's the number 3 hitter. He doesn't have an official at bat. .324 hitter. Man on second with 2 out. Score tied 3-3. Full count. Here's the pitch. That's in the air to left field. He's waiting on it, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. That ends the San Francisco second. They scored 2 on 2 hits, no Phoenix errors, and they leave a runner on. San Francisco draws even, and it's 3-3. Bottom of the second inning. So far, we haven't had a scoreless frame. Right-hand hitting Josh Harrison will lead it off for Phoenix, the number 8 hitter. Following him will be Reyna, and then the leadoff man, Perez. Lefty versus righty. Chambers on the mound for San Francisco. Here's the first pitch to the hitter, Harrison. That's on the ground past the first baseman in the right field for a base hit. The leadoff man is on. Here's the first pitch to right field. Adon Reed Jr. for San Francisco gets it back in. Here's the left-hand hitting number 9 hitter, Alex Reyna. He's hitting .218 on the year, no homers, 17 runs batted in, 4 stolen bases. Lefty versus lefty. First pitch to him. Lays one down, pitcher has it. He'll go to first base and get the sure out. Harrison to second base. Hit play by the pitcher Chambers for San Francisco. 1 out, man at second base. Score tied 3-3. We're in the bottom of the second inning. Phoenix hosting San Francisco. Division rivals. It's July 18th in the Action Baseball League. Here's the right-hand hitting Nick Perez, the leadoff man. Doesn't have an at-bat. Man on second, 1 out. Full count to the payoff pitch. In the air to center field. He's racing in for it. He's got it. And the runner cannot advance safely. That's the second out. Right-hand hitting Gary Schuckman will step in. He's the number 2 hitter. He's 1 for 1. He hit a 2-run home run. 2 out, man at second base. Here's the 0-1. He hits that on the ground slowly to the shortstop. He picks it up, throws the first in time, side retired. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, a man left on. The score remains Warriors 3, Firebirds 3. That's the first scoreless frame. We go to the top of the third inning. For San Francisco, it'll be Quintero, Adams, and Averett, 2 up. 2 innings of work for David Wells. He's thrown 45 pitches. He's allowed 4 hits, 3 earned runs. He's walked 2 and struck out 1. Here's Victor Quintero, lefty versus the right-hand hitter. 3 balls, no strikes. Here's the pitch. And that misses ball 4, and he walked him on 4 pitches. Quintero at first, not a threat to steal. Right-hand hitting Zach Adams will step in. He's the number 5 hitter, hitting .208 on the year. 1 home run, 5 runs batted in, 5 hits and 24 at-bats. He's a fill-in player. Lefty versus righty. Here's the 1-0. Lays one down right to the pitcher. He picks it up and throws the first in time. The sacrifice works. And Quintero's at second base. 1 out. Here's the right-hand hitting Chad Everett. The number 6 hitter is 1 for 1 with a run batted in. Lefty versus righty. No. First pitch. That's it to the third baseman. Backs up and gloves it. Throws the first in time for the out. 2 out. Quintero cannot advance. Gold glove Frank Green there. Third base. All right. Lefty versus lefty. The batter, Adon Reed Jr. He's the number 7 hitter, right fielder. Hitting .222 on the year. He's 0 for 1 today. Here's the first pitch to him. And that hits him. And he'll take his base. They've been a little wild today. A couple of wild pitches. 3 hit batters. Men at first and second, 2 out. Lefty versus lefty as Leo Diaz will step in, the number 8 hitter. The center fielder's hitting .266. He doesn't have an at-bat today. Here's the 1-ball, 2-strike pitch, and he swings and misses. Strike 3, and that will retire the side. Fastball at 84 gets him. Warriors get 2 base runners, but none score. The score still remains 3-3. Bottom of the 3rd inning. Seems like the pitchers have maybe settled in. Kyle Chambers, in 2 innings of work, has thrown 42 pitches. He's allowed 3 hits, 3 earned runs. He's walked 2 and struck out 2. For Phoenix, it'll be Laughlin, Angel, and Nakamura, the 3, 4, and 5 hitters. Lefty versus righty, 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. That's hit in the air over the shortstop into left field for a single. And he's on first. Nobody out. Not a real threat to steal. The batter is right-hand hitting Jose Angel, the number 4 hitter, the cleanup hitter. He's 0 for 1. The 1-0. That's on the ground to third. He throws the second and gets the force play. The lead runner is out, fielder's choice, and the batter is safe. 1 out. Angel at first. He's a better runner as far as base stealing. Here's the batter, right-hand hitting Bunichi Nakamura, the catcher. He's 0 for 1. Lefty versus righty, 0-2. Uh-oh, pickoff throw, and they get him. And they pick him off first base for the second out. 4 base running by Phoenix. Here's Nakamura stepping back in. The count is 2 balls, 2 strikes. And he hits that sharply to right field, but right at the fielder, and that's the 3rd out. Firebirds get a hit, but nothing else. The score remains tied 3-3. We play 3. For San Francisco, 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors. For Phoenix, 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors. Top of the 4th inning. It will be the number 9 hitter, Jose Garcia, the catcher for San Francisco, and then the leadoff man, Valenzuela, and Hutchinson due up. Lefty versus righty. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. That's in the air, and that's a base hit. Right field. Leadoff man is on. Score tied 3-3. Top of the 4th inning. Jose Garcia at first base. Not a real threat to steal. Right-hand hitting Bernardo Valenzuela is the leadoff man. He's 1 for 2 today with 2 RBI. Here's the full count pitch. Man at first. And that misses, ball 4. And he walked him. 2 men on with nobody out. And the batter is number 2 hitter, right-hand hitter, Ron Hutchinson. He's 2 for 2. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch. That's on the ground to the first baseman. And he bobbles it. That's E3. And the bases are loaded with nobody out. First baseman John Laughlin, he is out of position. He's a right fielder by trade. Playing first today. He's 35 rated, and he booted that ball. So the bases are full of Warriors, and there's nobody out. The batter is left-hand hitting Miguel Collado. The number 3 hitter is 0 for 1 today. Here's the pitch. That's on the ground to the second baseman. 2nd for 1. Over the first in time. Double play, but the run will score. And San Francisco will take a 4-3 lead. Jose Garcia scores. And there's 2 out. Valenzuela remains at third base. The batter, right-hand hitting Victor Quintero. He's 0 for 1. Man at third, 2 out. San Francisco leads by 1. Lefty versus righty, the 0-1 pitch. That's it sharply to third, and he has it right on the line. Throws across the diamond in time. Fine play by the third baseman to retire the side. They leave a runner on, but they score a run. Warriors take a lead on Phoenix 4-3. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. For the Firebirds, it will be Herrera, Green, and Harrison, the 6, 7, and 8 hitters due up. Left-hand pitcher Carl Chambers versus the right-hand hitting Vinny Herrera here in the bottom of the 4th inning. 3 balls, 1 strike pitch. That's low, ball 4. First man is walked. Leadoff man at first. He is a decent threat to steal. Right-hand hitting Frank Green will step to the plate. Righty versus the left-hand pitcher. 3 balls, 1 strike. The delivery. That's it sharply to third, and that's by him into right field. The right fielder picks it up. The man's hit it for third, and he'll make it. That's a double. And, he's going all the way home, and he'll make it. Wow. I assumed he was going to stop, and so did the defense. He scores, and that ties the game. I'll take a look at that one. I like that. He hits that ball sharply. Third baseman can't make the play. And he throws it to the cutoff man. He rounds third and just hits home like it's nobody. It's no big deal. That's what I'm supposed to do. Score tie 4-4, bottom of the fourth. Batter is right-hand hitting Josh Harrison. Green at second. Nobody out. Lefty versus righty. 2-1 pitch. That's in the air. Center fielder. It's a base hit. Runners hit it home. They're running on this defense. And that's another run. And the home team takes a 5-4 lead. Frank Green will score on the RBI double by Harrison. That Harrison gets his 30th RBI of the year. Bottom of the fourth inning, still nobody out. Left-hand hitting Alex Reyna. The number 9 hitter will step to the plate. Lefty versus lefty. Chambers struggling now. He's given up 5 earned runs. Here's the 3 balls, 2 strike delivery pitch. That's on the ground to the first baseman. He'll throw to the pitcher covering, and that's the first out of the inning. Josh Harrison will advance to third base. 1 out. Right-hand hitting Nick Perez. The leadoff man is up. The 0-1, he's 0 for 1. Harrison at third base. 1 ball, 1 strike. As it on the ground, first baseman has it. He'll take it himself for the second out. The run will score. And it's 6-4 Phoenix. Here's Gary Shuckman. 2 out. Nobody on. Phoenix lead by 2. Lefty versus the right-hand hitter. 2-2 pitch. That's in the air on the infield. And the shortstop, the second base shortstop looked like he was going to take it. The second baseman will take it. And that's the inning. 3 runs, 2 hits, no errors. Nobody left on. The Firebirds have taken the lead 6-4. 10 runs scored in this game. 11 hits and 1 error. We go to the top of the 5th inning. San Francisco trails by 2. It'll be the 5, 6, and 7 hitters. Adams, Everett, and Reed Jr. Lefty versus righty. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch. That's on the ground to third. Sharply hit. He picks it up, throws the first, and that's in time. Good play by the first baseman to get that one. John Laffner. He had an error early in the game. Gold Glover Frank Green at third for the Phoenix Firebirds. The only Gold Glover on the field today. Here's the batter, right-hand hitting Chad Everett. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch. That's in the air, and it's a base hit. Left field. 1 out base knock for Everett. Good speed aboard. Left-hand hitting Adon Reed Jr. versus the lefty pitcher. Full count, and he checks his swing, and it's ball 4. That's the 5th walk given up by Wells. 2 men on, 1 out. San Francisco trails by 2. The batter is Leo Diaz, the left-hand hitter versus the lefty pitcher. 2 balls, 2 strikes. It's hit that sharply to right field. It's carrying, but he's there to make the catch. Runner's tag at second, and he makes the throw, and he is out. What a throw by the right fielder. And that's your 3rd out. Let me get my jaw back from the desk here. Firebirds remain in front 6-4. Yeah, I'm looking. Fly ball, hit hard. He's near the warning track, and he just uncorks one. And he's got a newspaper waiting on him. They call it catch difficulty. Yeah, but the arm difficulty is 5 stars. Okay, let's move on. Bottom of the 5th inning. For Phoenix, it'll be the 3, 4, and 5 hitters. Laughlin, Angel, and Nakamura. What am I doing? Nakamura due up. Lefty versus the right-hand hitter. Bottom of the 5th inning, Phoenix up by 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. That's hit sharply to right field. That ball's going to carry, and that ball's going to leave the yard. That's a solo shot by Laughlin in the right field corner, and it's now 7-4, Phoenix. Let's look at the tail of the tape. 324 feet, right field corner, 93 miles an hour off the bat, 32-mile launch angle. Yep, barely gets inside the fair pole. He turned around an 83-mile-an-hour slider from Cal Chambers. John Laughlin, good old number 2, will touch him off. Bottom of the 5th inning, Phoenix now leads by 3, and that's gonna be all for the pitcher. New pitcher, right-hand pitcher, Regilio Hidalgo. Regilio has 4 pitches. He has an 80 rated changeup. That's the best. A 60 rated curveball, 45 rated cutter, 40 rated fastball. His stamina is okay. He doesn't hold on runners particularly well. His personality is Regilio is an avid fisherman. His morale is unhappy. He's popular nationally, 3rd-year player, 27 years old. The batter he'll face is right-hand hitting Jose Angel. He's the cleanup hitter. 222 on the year. Got a snowflake by his name. Bottom of the 5th inning. 3 balls, 1 strike. No out, nobody on. The pitch. That's in the air, left field. He waits on it and makes the catch for the first out. Here's the right-hand hitting Bunichi Nakamura. Righty versus righty. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. That's in there. Strike call. Fastball at 89. Right down the pipe. Righty versus the left-hand hitting Vinny Herrera stepping in. The number 6 hitter is 1 for 1 with an RBI. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 out. Nobody on. The pitch. That's in the air. Right field. He comes toward the infield and makes the catch to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down. And the score is still 7-4. We go to the top of the 6th inning. San Francisco trails by 3. The number 9 hitter will lead it off, Jose Garcia. He's 1 for 1. Following him will be the leadoff man Valenzuela and Ron Hutchinson, the DH. In 5 innings of work, David Wells has thrown 90 pitches. He's given up 6 hits, allowed 3 earned runs. He's walked 5 and struck out 2. Righty versus the left-hand pitcher. No balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. That's on the ground to the shortstop. He has it. Throws the first in time, 1 away. Vinny Herrera, the shortstop for Phoenix, makes the play. Right-hand hitting Bernardo Valenzuela, the leadoff man, will step in. He's 1 for 2 with 2 runs batted in. Lefty pitcher versus the righty hitter. The 1 ball, no strike pitch. That's it sharply. The second baseman has it, and he throws the first in time. Good play. That ball was scalded. Gary Shuckman, the second baseman for Phoenix, makes a fine play. 2 out. Here's Ron Hutchinson, the right-hand hitter. The number 2 hitter. 2 for 3. Nobody on, 2 out. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the delivery. That's in the air, center field. He's running back, and he won't get it. That's a double. He slides in safely at second base. 2 out, double for Ron Hutchinson. And here's the left-hand hitting Miguel Collado, the number 3 hitter. He's 0 for 2 today. 2 out. San Francisco trails by 3 runs here in Phoenix. 2 balls, 1 strike. That's on the ground. The first baseman has it. He'll throw to the pitcher covering, and that will retire the side. Nothing on a hit for San Francisco. Phoenix still up 7-4. Bottom of the 6th inning. For the Phoenix Firebirds, it will be the bottom of the order. Frank Green, Harrison, and Reyna due up. Virgilio Hidalgo has thrown 12 pitches. He struck out one batter. Here's the first pitch. That's on the ground. It bounces past the mound. The second baseman has it, and he does not have a play. Scored a single. The pitcher just let it go. Green at first. Decent speed at first. The batter, right-hand hitting Josh Harrison. Number 8 hitter. 2 for 2 with a run batted in. Phoenix leads by 3, 7-4. Here's the 1-ball, no strike pitch. That's in the air, and it's a base hit to right field. Runner on second will hit. No, he'll stop at second. They've been running wild. Some of these defenses. I think it's been the other way. I don't think they've been running on this defense. Anyway, 2 men on, and the batter is Alex Reyna. They already have a 3-run lead in the bottom of the 6th inning. Righty versus the left-hand hitter. First pitch to him. That's in the air. It's on the infield. And the second baseman will make the catch. Infield fly rule there, huh? And that's the first out. Green at second, Harrison at first. The batter right-hand hitting Nick Perez. Righty versus righty. Full count pitch, and he misses, ball 4. And that'll load him up. 1 out, bases loaded. Batter, right-hand hitting Gary Shuckman, the number 2 hitter for Phoenix. They're threatening to blow this open. Here's the pitch from Hidalgo. That's on the ground to the shortstop. He goes second for 1. Relay in times. 6-4-3. And that's the inning. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left on. A pitcher's best friend. Score is unchanged, 7-4. Top of the 7th inning. We played 6 innings, 4 runs on 7 hits for San Francisco, 7 runs on 9 hits, and an error for Phoenix. Here's Victor Quintero, the cleanup hitter for San Francisco. He's 0 for 2 today, lefty versus righty. David Wells in 6 innings has thrown 101 pitches, 7 hits allowed, 3 earned runs. He's walked 5, struck out 2. Here's the first pitch to Quintero. That's in the air to center field. He runs toward right and makes the catch for the first out. Josh Harrison in center for Phoenix makes the play. Here's the pitch to Zach Adams. He hits that ball in the air to right field. And that's the routine out. Josh Angel in right field makes the play. 2 up, 2 down. Here's Chad Everett. He hits that in the air, and that's a base hit to right field. 2 out base knock for Chad Everett. And San Francisco has a man on. They trail by 3 here in the top of the 7th inning. Left-hand hitting Adon Reed Jr. will step in. New pitcher for Phoenix. Right-hand pitcher Joe Rogers will take them out. Let's see. Well, let's see what he is first. Joe doesn't have a record. He's thrown 7 1/3 innings, 5 hits allowed, 3 earned runs. He's walked 1, struck out 6. His repertoire, he's got a 75 rated changeup and a 40 rated fastball. His stamina and hold runners is average. His personality, Joe will pout if he doesn't get his way. He's well known nationally, normal morale. He's a 12th year player, 36 years old. Coal Yard Mike Rogers is his nickname. Left-hand hitting Adon Reed versus the right-hand pitcher. 2 out, man on first. San Francisco trails by 3. 1-1 pitch. That's in the air to, that's going to be in the gap, and that'll get down, go to the wall, extra bases. A man will round third and hit home. And he'll stop at second base, and that'll score a run. So that's a double. Average scores, and that's a double for Don Reed Jr. And it's 7-5. Here's the left-hand hitting Leo Diaz, the number 8 hitter for San Francisco. He's 0 for 2 today. Righty versus lefty. 2-2 pitch. Man at second base, 2 out. And that's in there. Strike 3 called, and that will retire the side. Well, all right. Time to stretch. The Warriors draw closer. It's 7-5. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. It's 7-5 Phoenix. They're up. They will send the 3, 4, and 5 hitters, Laughlin, Angel, and Nakamura, to the plate. Rogelio Hidalgo in his second inning of work. He's thrown 23 pitches, allowed 2 hits, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Righty versus righty. 1 ball, 1-0 pitch. Here's the 1-0 pitch. On the ground, second baseman has it. Throws the first in time, 1 away. Here's the right-hand hitting Jose Angel, the cleanup hitter, 0 for 3. Righty versus righty, 2-0 pitch. That's in the air, and the center fielder will make a play for the second out. Leo Diaz in center for San Francisco makes the play. Right-hand hitting Bunichi Nakamura. He hits that on the ground. The pitcher has it. He'll throw the first in time. Weakly hit, and that's 3 up, 3 down. The score remains 7-5. Top of the 8th inning, San Francisco trails by 2. It'll be the 9, 1, and 2 hitters due up. Garcia, Valenzuela, and Hutchinson. Joe Rogers returns. He's thrown a third of an inning. He'll face the right-hand hitter, Jose Garcia. Full count. Payoff pitch. He swings and misses. Strike 3. I think he swung at ball 4. Fastball at 85. The left-hand hitting Bobby Jackson will step in. He's the pinch hitter. Bobby Jackson's hitting .304. Taking the day off, I see. 16 home runs, 53 runs batted in. I believe he was let me see. He was an all-star. Let's take a look at Bobby. His personality, his teammates say they don't know a lot about him. He's a good morale, not known nationally, 8-year player, 33 years old. Well, he's an all-star. All right, righty versus the left-hand hitter. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And that's a swing and a miss. Strike 3. Fastball at 87. And that's 2 out. Here's the right-hand hitting Ron Hutchinson. Strikes out the pinch hitter, Bobby Jackson. Hutchinson will step in. Righty versus righty. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out. Top of the 8th inning. Ground ball to the third baseman. He'll throw the first in time to retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. Firebirds still lead by 2, 7-5. Bottom of the 8th. For Phoenix, it'll be Herrera, Green, and Harrison, 6, 7, and 8 hitters. Herrera is 1 for 2 with a run batted in. Left-hand hitter versus the righty, Rogelio Hidalgo, in his 4th inning of work. He's thrown 31 pitches. 3 balls, 1 strike. That's in the air. The left fielder is there, and he'll make the catch. 1 away. Left fielder Adon Reed Jr. for San Francisco makes the play. Right-hand hitting Frank Green will step in. He's the number 7 hitter. Here's the no ball, 2 strike pitch. That's on the ground. First baseman has it. Throws to the pitcher covering in time. Second out. Here's the right-hand hitting Josh Harrison. The number 8 hitter is 3 for 3 with a run batted in. 2 out, nobody on. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's the inning. Hidalgo gets his 2nd strikeout. Firebirds set down in order. The score is still 7-5. We go to the top of the 9th. San Francisco needs 2 runs to extend this game. They will send up the heart of the order, Collado, Quintero, and Adams, the 3, 4, and 5 hitters. Miguel Collado is 0 for 3 today. The pitcher is Omar Espinoza, the closer, for Phoenix. His record is 5-4. 50 innings pitched, 40 hits allowed, 13 earned runs, 12 walks, 45 strikeouts. His earned run average is 2.34. He has 21 saves. his repertoire: a 65 rated cutter, a 55 rated slider, 35 rated changeup. His stamina is good. He doesn't hold runners on well. His personality, you won't find him in the middle of the clubhouse card games, but he won't cause any problems either. Extremely popular nationally, very good morale. Fourth-year player, he's 26 years old. It'll be Collado, the left-hand hitter, versus the right-hand pitcher. 3 balls, 1 strike. Batter's at .222 against him. He's got 21 saves. Second in ABL in saves. Collado sitting in the air on the infield. Third baseman racing in on the infield grass and makes the catch for the first out. He popped it straight up. 1 away. Here's Victor Quintero, the cleanup hitter. He's 0 for 3. Righty versus righty. The 1-1. That's in the air on the infield. That's in foul ground this time. The same third baseman will make the play. 2 up, 2 down. They haven't hit the ball out of the infield. Frank Green, the Gold Glover, has made 2 plays on foul pops, on pop-ups. Left-hand hitting Luke Margalit will step in. He's the pinch hitter, .226 hitter. Facing the right-hand hitting Omar Espinoza. 2 up, 2 down. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's your ball game. The Phoenix Firebirds defeat the San Francisco Warriors 7-5 at home in front of their fans to move a game closer to the front-running Warriors. Let's look at the total for today's game. First, for the victorious Phoenix Firebirds, now 48-44. They scored 7 runs on 9 hits and 1 error. And they left 4 men on base. For San Francisco, they scored 5 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 9 men on base. Their record is now 49-43. They lead the NBC West by 1 game over Phoenix. San Francisco had 9 hits. Ron Hutchinson had 3 of them. He went 3 for 5 with a run scored. And Chad Everett had 3 hits. He went 3 for 4 with a run scored and a run batted in. Phoenix had 9 hits. Josh Harrison had 3 of them. 1 run score, 1 run batted in. And Frank Green had 2 of them, along with some fine glove work at third. And Laughlin, the right fielder. He played first base, but he had 2 hits, 2 runs scored, run batted in. He did well. The winning pitcher, David Wells, his second win for Phoenix. 6 2/3 innings, 8 hits allowed. He allowed 5 runs, 4 earned. He walked 5, struck out 2, no homers allowed. He threw 113 pitches. His earned run average is 2.54. Joe Rogers gets his second hold, and Omar Espinoza gets his 22nd save. Second in the league in saves. Losing pitchers, Kyle Chambers of the Warriors. He's now 6-11. 4 innings pitched, 7 hits allowed, 7 runs all earned. He walked 3, struck out 2, gave up 2 home runs. He threw 90 pitches. His ERA is 5.36. Player of the game, John Laughlin of Phoenix, despite the error. Special note, Dave Barajas, can't see him, but there he is. It was injured being hit by a pitch. Oh. Okay, well, let's see about that. Firebirds deal San Francisco 7-5 defeat. The San Francisco Firebirds beat the San Francisco Warriors 7-5 at Phoenix Ground. The win was due in part to first baseman John Laughlin, who was 2 for 3 with a home run and a walk. He scored 2 times. David Wells, the starting pitcher for Phoenix. The winning pitcher is now 2-0. He went 6 2/3, allowing 5 runs on 8 hits, while fanning 2 and walking 5. Omar Espinosa got the save. His 22nd in 24 chances. Third baseman Frank Green for Phoenix made an impact for Phoenix when he swatted a run-scoring double off Kyle Chambers, starting pitcher for San Francisco, in the bottom of the 4th. For the contest, Green was 2 for 4 with a double. It was a good night for them and a bad night for us. San Francisco manager Tyler Trowbridge. The win hiked Phoenix's record to 48-44. Next, we will wrap up Saturday, July 18th on the ABL 411 and look for the ABL Ballpark Feed game, Charlotte hosting Tampa Bay. And then we will wrap up Sunday with Las Vegas hosting Seattle in the Baseball Observer Showcase game. This is the Baseball Observer.